What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. This video I want to do and demonstrate a little technical analysis using Fibonacci tools. I'm going to use the Fibonacci retracement tool and I'm going to use the Fibonacci fan tool. I have it drawn out right here. I'll delete these so I can start all over and we can start from scratch. So you can see my thinking process, how I got this all set up, how I plot it all out, and my thinking process behind it. So let's jump into it. Alright, we got CoDX Friday when this closed. This day right here, it closed Friday. And then after hours, it got this big surge from 8 all the way up to a high of 1175. And then going into Monday, I was telling myself $10 was going to be a big level on CoDX. Now if I bring over the daily chart, I knew $10 was going to be a big level. This is the daily, just connecting the lower highs right here. Stock gapped up over, squeezing up. And if we go to where it broke out through this, it's about $9.50, $10. And then if we go back to the intraday chart here, where did the stock pull back at? Right here at this 950 area. If a stock breaks through a resistance line, don't chase after it. I mean, if it's your trading strategy, you can for a possible quick scalp. But what I like to do, I don't like to chase after stocks. Remember this saying, if you chase, you die. Cannell from Bulls on Wall Street says that a lot, and it's the truth. If you chase after stocks, you will die. And it's like what Warren Buffett said. The stock market is a device used for transferring money between the impatient and the patient. Stock pulled back to 950 and had a nice little run up to $11 up here today. But I want to use Fibonacci to show you how well this lines up when you use Fibonacci tools as well. Now what I like to do, if a stock's gapping up pre-market, I like to simply draw a retracement from the previous day's close up to the pre-market high. Or if the stock opened up and right at the open immediately just shot and ran up and made a new high, I will measure from that high. But for this case, pre-market was the high up here at 1180. And if we zoom in a little bit on this and we look at the bottom right here that it made and draw a line, it bounced right at the 61.8 level, the golden ratio. And if we go back and look at the daily chart, when it broke out of that pattern, 950 was that level as well. The more things that you put together and visually see, the stronger the conviction for taking that trade could be. 950 all day was screaming support, support. On the daily chart, on the Fibonacci retracement with the golden ratio, that's 2. Now, let's help guide this bounce from 950. And what we do with that, we get our Fibonacci fan and we just simply draw from the high 1180 all the way down to the low right here at 950. Now if we zoom in on this stock, after it bounced right here at 950, it surged all the way up to the first Fibonacci fan line, the 23.6% retracement or projection, and found resistance right there. Then it broke over it and ran right up to the next Fibonacci retracement, that 38.2 level right here. Then pulls back down and holds as support at the previous Fibonacci fan, 23.6. Runs right back up to that 38.2 fib level right here, breaks through it, runs all the way up to this 50% retracement next. Finds resistance right at that 50%, pulls back, almost bounces right at that previous fib fan level, 38.2%. And if we delete all of this too, it also made a pattern. If we draw a line connecting right here and then connecting all the higher lows on this up to right here, that's a really big ascending wedge. The stock is squeezing up when you see that. And right at that 50% retracement as well. And we got the VWAP right there at 1040. The stock surged all the way up right here to $11 for a nice little from 1020 up to 1090. Nice 70-cent pop right there. Runs into resistance at 11 and then is holding this 61.8 retracement on the Fib fans as support, but it's just getting weak as it's making lower highs. You can see it right there. It's just getting weak. It already made its move from $9.50 up to $11. And I'm going to tell you this right now, especially if you're just starting out as a day trader, stop looking at stocks to break high of day, because it rarely happens. Yeah, it happens, but it fails so much trying to buy high of day breakouts. Statistically, you have better odds of just buying bounces. I consider myself just a range player. I like to play range. Buying at basic support, selling at basic resistance, and doing that back and forth. That's how I make my money in the stock market as a day trader. Sure, occasionally I'll buy breakouts, but that's when I notice them happening a lot in the stock market. And that's another thing. You have market cycles. You got to notice market cycles and take notice and take notes of what are you seeing? What's going on? Are you seeing a lot of failed follow through? Are you seeing a lot of bounce plays? Are you seeing a lot of morning sell-offs with a afternoon reversal? Every week, every month, it's going to be a different theme. The market's always changing, so you always want to keep an open mind and notice what's going on and what's working. Because a setup might work for a couple days or a week or a couple weeks, and then they'll change it. Or it might work for a day, and then they'll change it. That's why you got to study your butt off and observe. Just take pictures of charts, break down the charts the best of your ability. Over time of just breaking down charts, you're going to get better and better and better and better, and you're going to break down charts really fast, and you're going to start to see stuff that will separate you from the sheep. Practice makes perfect, everybody. But back to the Fibonacci talk right here. You see how well the stars align when you put it all together? I didn't get to trade CoDX when it made this whole move here. I just put this all together after it made its move, and it was hanging around up in this level right here. Pre-market, I was looking for CoDX to hold $10, and it did. It bounced right off of $10 and ran all the way up to $11. But I didn't trade it. And then it retraced all the way down to this 950 level. It's just how you look at it and put it all together. Technical analysis is an art form. It's not a science. You got to look at it as an art. Have fun with it. Honestly, you have to trust in your process. If you don't trust in your process, you'll never make it as a trader. But that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I thought I'd make a little short video, break down this little Fibonacci technical analysis. Be safe out there, everybody. And as I always say, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Later, everybody.
The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?